Join us as we do one of our favorite rides from downtown Hastings out to Spring Lake Park. On the way out of town along the Mississippi, you go past the lock and dam number 2 on the Mississippi. The lock and dams are numbered from upstream to downstream. Behind Dam 2 is what is known as Spring Lake. This sculpture garden is from artist Dale Lewis, who uses recycled materials to make sculptures. After riding through some scenic agricultural areas, you enter into Spring Lake Park when you enter those trees there.
Well, we just entered in here to Spring Lake Park, about 4 miles into the ride, so we've been in the park here for a good mile or so. Just a very pretty ride through here. I think I was figuring out this is the 6th or 7th time we've done this ride this year. We love doing it. It's not a terribly crowded trail usually. Today, quite a few people on it, big groups, so that's unusual. We come down here on weekends, Fridays and weekends, when we know other trails closer into the cities will be crowded. Usually there's a lot of wildflowers. This year, with the more drought, not a lot of them. You might see a few behind me right there. We've had recent rain, so some have come into bloom. I was hoping for a little bit more down here, but still beautiful.
After enjoying a view of Spring Lake from the outlook, you have a nice continuous downhill that goes over one of the extended bridges on the gullies over some creeks. It's a beautiful area. I always enjoy this with the rock and the trees. Of course, the downhill means on the way back you have a very extended uphill climb.
Well, this is new since we were out here a few weeks ago. We got the fences up. I assume those are for the buffalo, that they're going to reintroduce the bison into this park here next year or late next fall. So that's kind of exciting.
At the 10-mile mark, you come to the west trailhead of Spring Lake Park. Unfortunately, there is about a 5-mile gap in the trail from Inver Grove Heights to Hastings currently, that you have to go on the road. We usually take a little break at the west trailhead where there's restrooms and water, and then we head on back. Most years this downhill run is covered with wildflowers, but with the drought we experienced this year, there hasn't been many wildflowers to see. Officially, the bike path does cross the highway, goes about a half mile and crosses back over. We have taken to going through this neighborhood instead, as it keeps us away from the highway. I'd seen this pelican on the way out being successful at fishing, and I thought I'd get a video of it, and here he is crouching low, getting the fish and swallowing it. I love riding late in the afternoon on this trail, coming back towards Hastings, seeing the bridge and the river with the afternoon evening sun.
Well, I'm going to do my wrap up here. Julie's probably wondering what's taking me so long, but anyway, it's going to be about 21 miles. It's just a beautiful ride. We do this quite a bit. There are a lot of people out biking today. I was surprised. And if you're down in Hastings, Minnesota, give this ride a try. It's a beautiful one out to Spring Lake Park and back. You can make it a little bit longer by doing some of the variations that I mentioned earlier. And I'll put some links to those down in the bottom here. So, till our next adventure, we'll see ya.
We enjoyed a nice dinner at the Lock and Dam, which is right near the parking lot we use. Always good food and beer. And the added bonus was that there was a street band playing in downtown Hastings. The ride is a touch over 20 miles from downtown Hastings out to Spring Lake Park and back. There are some substantial climbs that you have to do, but it's a beautiful trail and well worth it. You can make the ride longer by going over to Prescott or going around the town of Hastings to the Vermillion Falls. I'll put those rides in the description area. As always, thank you for watching our video. Like it if you liked it. Please comment and subscribe below. We'd love to have you subscribe and come along with us on our other adventures.